Welcome back. It's been a day or so. There's some construction going on. They're retiling the roof of my apartment complex, so you will be hearing some banging every now and then. It's about 4:40 in the afternoon right now, so they'll probably punch out and go home for the day in like 10 minutes. So, while we get the intro out of the way, we'll probably not have to deal with too much of that later on. Where we last left off, we have a few story keys, and I believe there's only 3 stories left, which are the Nilou story, the Nahida story, and the Alhaitham story. Now, we're going to probably just do the Nilou one today, because if I had was able to get on about 2 hours earlier like I had initially planned, we probably would have done the Nahida one as well, but considering that everything to do with Nahida is probably like a 5-hour ordeal, it's probably best that we don't start it today. So this will be a shorter stream, just one story mission, and maybe we'll do some extra stuff at the end if this ends up being like shorter than 3 hours. Like, we could probably do the weird stuff going at the fucking Narakumi Shrine. I'm running out of ideas. But that's what we got going on. I guess in update news, we can talk about the fact that Tanari's voice actor, the English VA, it sounds like Hoyo has officially decided that they will be replacing it. So I look forward to that, because it's always nice to give someone else a chance at a new role. Because it's a very rare opportunity you get for someone to try to do a better job. And hopefully that's the end of this story. My heart goes out to the victims, and we probably won't be talking about that any further. We are still in Sumeru, so Tanari might come up in conversation, but we're going to try to not cover that topic wherever applicable. Rules of the challenge are still going to stay the same. It's going to be deaths equal pulls, subs equal pulls, killing the stream boss equals even more pulls. I'm getting low on fates at the time being. I have quite a few for the standard banner, though, that I could use. So, do that when we do that. I'm noticing a bug in my game right now because my game audio appears to be picking up.
Come on,
What's
boss.
happening?
You can't just let this one slide.
Oh, why can't I hear my game audio? Let me see if... Come on, boss, you can't just let this one slide.
You've painstakingly built up a reputation
built up
as
a
the bona fide Beetle Battle King.
You can't let that brat get away scot-free.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
little punk must have used some underhanded trick to catch you off guard. I just know it.
Where is the audio? That little punk must use one to catch you off guard. Just know it.
Hey, chill,
Hey, chill out, boys.
Chill.
Relax.
I just underestimated my opponent.
I underestimated my
Can
opponent.
you blame me with how
Can you
boring the
blame
kid
me?
looked? So
How boring
yeah,
the kid
no
looked.
worries. That fight didn't
So,
count.
yeah, no worries. Let's, that fight didn't count.
Anyway, enough about that. We're gonna
Anyway,
stick
enough
to
with
the
that.
plan, all right?
We're gonna stick to the plan, all right?
Arataki
Almighty
extraordinary and
Arataki
exhilarating
and
extreme
exhilarating
Beetle
extreme
Brawl
Beetle
is
Brawl
going
is going on ahead.
Then we'll bring out
the Crimson Staff and know
the one
which
I've been
one
training
we've
for
been
years.
training for years. I wonder if I can actually just close out the game and fix the audio. Or is my computer even having audio at all? I'm just gonna pull up the first YouTube video I see and see if anything at all can be heard on my end. Come on. Hello? Is my audio just dead? Or is it just Genshin?
So boiling oil didn't happen. Sorry.
I mean,
you can just throw boiling water.
I don't hear a video playing. Let me unplug it and replug my headset. Where is my audio? And why can't I hear anything? Of course. I'm dumb. It literally was muted. I have a button on my keyboard that mutes all audio, and it's on the edge of the keyboard, so if I move my keyboard around, it can get bumped and turn off all the audio. So I'm dumb. Anyway, since this seems to be what's going on here, changing plans of what we're doing.
Just imagine it. A whole audience cheering me on as Crimson Staff gets ready to crush its opponent. That kiddo will be trembling with fear. No tricks this time, no sir. Just an easy win for Ito.
I can't believe I loaded in the game to a cutscene.
All right, boss. Way to go. But we don't know when Shinobu's coming back. Where do we even start with organizing the almighty Arataki extraordinary and exhilarating Extreme Beetle Brawl? Based on our experience with the almighty Arataki Great and Glorious Drum-Along Festival, we'll need to register the event with the Tenryou Commission and obtain a permit. And I think we also need proof of a venue rental. We're going to need to pay for all that stuff somehow. If we want the Extreme Brawl to be even more extravagant than the Drum-Along Festival, we'll need to spend at least 3 times the Mora.
Stop! 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 We don't say Tenryou Commission out loud, okay? It gives me migraines. So we need some funds, huh? Easy. Just need to tweak our 3-day weekend policy, as well as our 1-day week policy. Let's work flat out and do 2 days on, 4 days off. That way, we'll work an extra 4 days between us, which means we'll earn 4 times as much. We'll be raking in the Mora.
These guys are idiots.
Amazing, boss! Then all we need to figure out is how to make up the numbers for our team. And it doesn't matter who we pick, because you're practically a one-man army.
Shoot, that's right. That brat said he'll be bringing 5 of his top guys to fight us fair and square. But boss, you're the only one in our gang who's any good at beetle fighting.
But he's terrible at it.
If they come at you in waves, you're gonna have a hard time no matter how good you are.
Ah, come on, you two. It's a little early to be getting cold feet. You're thinking too many steps ahead. Where's your Arataki gang attitude? Come on! I'll find a way to deal with this. Easy peasy, lavender melon squeezy. Maybe I can hit up my usual beetle fighting crowd. Or maybe I can visit Naganohara Fireworks and see if I can rope that gal into it. Oh, scratch that. If I did that, then news of me losing to that brat would spread around Hanamizaka. Ugh, my reputation would never recover.
he called Yoimi a blabberhead because she is.
True. So, Bullchecker, what are you up to this time?
Ah! Oh, you scared me. When did you get here?
Seriously? We've been standing here for ages. We were headed to the Adventurers Guild, but then we saw you causing a commotion and talking about your next harebrained event idea.
I thought that this wasn't coming out for like another week.
Hey, don't forget the extreme part. Can't do without the coolest bit of the name, you know? Compadre, you'll understand my passion for beetle fighting eventually. You just need more practice.
Ah, so you're looking for a way to recover your pride after a humiliating defeat, are you?
What? No, come on, it's not like that. I was ambushed. Ambushed, I'm telling ya.
That's right. Some poser calling himself Grandmaster Hanakato challenged the boss in a brief moment of exhaustion after an intense beetle battling session.
But he's bad at it.
He used a ridiculously huge Oni Kabuto and flipped boss's beetle over in a matter of seconds. And then he said something like, "Welcome to the world of real beetle fighters."
Mamaru. Easy on the details, my dude.
I think I understand the situation now.
Anyway, compadre, I've heard that you're talented at pretty much everything. You pick up new skills almost instantly, and before you know it, you're a pro.
Paimon knows what you're going to say next, bullchucker. You're going to ask us to avenge you and defeat that Grandmaster Hanakato for free, aren't you?
For free? Flying lavender melon. Do you really think that I, Arataki Ito, have no code of honor? Listen, compadre, if you do this for me, I'll buy you both lunch for the next 2 months. 1 bowl of signature ramen every day for 2 whole months. How's that sound?
That's not a half bad deal, all things considered.
1 bowl every day? Oh, now that's an offer worth considering.
Did you finally land a lucrative gig?
That's the result of Boss's hard-won victory. Some little phony was going around calling himself the bona fide Beetle Battle King, and Boss couldn't put up with that. So, Boss challenged him and said whoever wins gets the title. After 92 brutal rounds of beetle battling that lasted 1 full day and night, the boss finally emerged victorious.
Why do I get the feeling his opponent simply ran out of patience? No, nobody gets that bored of winning.
But the kid offered Boss a 1 free bowl of ramen daily coupon from his family's ramen stall in exchange for giving the title back in 2 months. We don't know how good his family's ramen is, but the sheer quantity being offered made it too good to refuse. Besides, Boss's beetle fighting techniques are improving so fast that he'll easily have won a more impressive title by 2 months from now. It's a great deal. The only slight snag is, we forgot to ask him where the ramen stall is.
Don't sweat
Oh
the
my
details.
god, these guys are
Anyway,
morons.
compadre, flying lavender melon, that's my offer. All that ramen just for you.
Wait, we haven't agreed yet?
I've already challenged this Grandmaster kid, and he accepted. He's gonna bring some reinforcements with him to face off against us. As for the venue, I think I have an idea. But first, compadre, I'm gonna need you to do me a solid and sort out all the pesky paperwork at the Tenryo Commission.
I can imagine he doesn't like going there.
Sound good? Good. All right then, my compadre and melon duo, let's hop to it.
Sheesh. Ito sure seems excited about all this. Ugh, guess there's no backing out now, huh? We might as well go along with this.
Well, I just got roped into this, whether I wanted to or not. I wanted to do Nilou's character story, but I guess we're doing this now.
And help him beat his opponents, right? Sounds simple enough.
We'll be Prony Kabutos in no time.
Ugh, listen to you. Is Bullchecker's childishness really that infectious? Because 1 Ito is more than enough.
Alright. The fuck, where are we? Why the fuck are we over here? Almighty Arataki Extraordinary and Exhilarating Extreme Beetle Brawl. I'm just gonna call this Beetle Brawl when we title this episode eventually. 10 days.
Not Not bad. Mamoru and Akira have delivered the goods. Let's start setting this baby up.
Highly experienced construction crew begins to build the arena.
Ow! Now this is what I call an arena. Looking pretty good.
Looks more like a stage, but sure.
Booyah, compadre! I didn't know you were so handy with this kind of thing.
Look at the smug.
And this awesome poster I made is the cherry on top. It captures the mood perfectly.
I do like that poster right there. That's cool.
Great carpentry, Traveler! And great artwork, boss.
This place seems pretty far from Inazuma City. You sure anyone's gonna show up to watch?
I don't think it matters.
Oh, you bet they will. When you're as famous as I am, people will flock to watch you.
This is gonna be a fucking bum event, isn't it?
I heard this is the spot where they held the sword fighting contest during the Iridori Festival. That makes this the ideal venue for Onikabuto duels.
I thought they held that on Rito.
Next up, time to show you my invincible Onikabuto, Crimson Staff.
Oh, it really is a red Onikabuto! Amazing!
It's as if it's imbued with pyro.
Huh. Paimon didn't expect you to put in this much effort. Where did you find this Onikabuto anyway? Can Paimon take a closer look?
Go ahead, feast your eyes. But I'm afraid I can't tell you what makes Crimson Staff such a special specimen. That's my little secret.
Huh? That smells so familiar. What is that? Wait, Valberry Jam?
He painted it. He fucking painted the beetle.
Huh? What? Oh, you're imagining things. You must be, like, super hungry or something. Yeah,
Speaking of which, boss, you haven't applied a protective coating on top of the war paint yet, right? If it rains, then the 9,000 mora we spent on the imported jam is gonna go to waste.
Don't worry. The almighty Arataki extraordinary and exhilarating extreme Beetle Brawl hasn't started yet. There's still time to give Crimson Staff one last layer of protective coating. All right, you guys go grab some flyers and start bringing in the crowds. In the meantime, I'll be helping my compadre and Flying Lavender Melon here get up to speed.
They imported fucking jam to fucking paint a bug.
After that, we'll celebrate over a meal. So much going on. I've really got my work cut out for me today.
This your venue? Not bad. Bigger than I expected.
Is that gonna be Rue?
It's Grandmaster
No.
Hanakato! He's here!
How did he get to this island anyway?
Wait, what? You're not supposed to know about this place yet.
Aren't you forgetting something? Bonafide Beetle Battle King? We elite beetle fighters can sense each other's presence. Or how else would we have crossed paths last time?
What are they, stand users? What the hell is going on here?
Looks to me like you're still busy frantically preparing. Is that because you don't have a clue how to beat us?
I think they're done with the construction on the roof for the day. I don't know how many days they're going to keep doing this because my landlord never informs me of fucking anything. It's one of the downsides of being a roommate is you don't know, my name is on the lease, but does not mean I'm the priority for information. Which reminds me, I should probably send money in for rent.
No. In case you didn't know, me and my Onikabuto gotta get our brainwaves in sync before a battle. And until we're ready to roll, I always conserve my energy and keep a low profile. I just underestimated the strength of your Beetle Battler's sixth sense is all.
Huh? So that's the kid Ito lost to? Yeah, he does look pretty normal. But the way he talks is pretty unique. It almost feels like he was born to be Bullchucker's arch nemesis.
Okay, now I've paid my rent. There we go. Wait, the way he talks pretty unique. Oh. Actually, I reckon they get along pretty well. First, we should let them catch up for a bit.
Grandmaster Hanakato! You did well to track me down, I'm impressed. Looks like this bona fide Beetle Battle King needs to watch out for pretenders to the throne. But you're about to regret showing up here uninvited because you have just earned yourselves a pre-Beetle Brawl trouncing.
Good. You seem more confident this time. And it sounds like you actually have a game plan. But if I crushed you right away, I'd miss out on all the fun. So I'll let my subordinates play with you first.
I keep forgetting that Ito's entire fucking shtick is he plays with kids.
Using your minions to size up the competition now? And we'll just send out Flying Lavender... Nope. If Flying Lavender Melon's representing the Arataki gang, we gotta rise to the occasion. We'll need a better title.
Flying Lavender Melon?
Got it. We'll send Sky-Cleaving White Iron Lavender Melon out to teach you a lesson!
Sky-Cleaving? Sky-Cleaving White Lavender Melon.
Boss! Are we seriously going to fight them right now?
We haven't had time to spread the news about the match yet. Also, your compadre and your compadre's Melon haven't even tried beetle fighting before.
We have.
You make a good point. But the fact is, the kid's here now, and I ain't about to back down. We'll have to put the publicity side of things on hold for now. As for beetle fighting techniques, I'll be mentoring Flying Lavender Melon. Nope. Sky-Cleaving White Iron Lavender Melon from the side. Battling's the best way to learn. Doesn't matter if you lose.
Hey! Why are you assuming that Paimon will lose before it's even started?
Go, White Iron Lavender Melon! Show him the might of the Arataki gang!
Super Paimon Cyclone, let's go!
Sending you out first is part of my elaborate strategy, you know. I got my inspiration from a Liyue tale that Shinobu told me.
Oh god.
Face their strongest with your weakest, their weakest with your average, and their average with your strongest. Then you're guaranteed to win 2 out of 3 rounds.
That's actually brilliant. And super offensive.
You may be talented, but you lack practical battle experience. With all the elite beetle battlers here, I'm afraid to say you're a small fry. By sending a dopey little melon up first, we can get one of their best fighters to waste all their strength on the low-flying fruit. We'll make short work of them this time.
But according to your logic, if you're planning to face their leader, Grandmaster Hanakato, doesn't that make you our weakest fighter?
Huh? That can't be right.
They can't agree.
You little twerp. I never said my strategy was exactly the same as the one in the story.
Okay, so basically TLDR, you send your weakest against their strongest, which means you're forfeiting the first match. Then you send your average against their weakest, which means you're pretty much given that match. Which means that you can then send your strongest against their weakest. You're going to win 2 out of 3. It's pretty straightforward. It's brilliant strategy. It's not good. It's really dumb and very underhanded. And this is why a lot of professional fighting tournaments are kind of just rigged. So it's pretty easy way to win in a lot of any tournament settings.
Fine. Paimon will do it already. But prepare to eat your words, mister!
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You're going to win 2 out of 3.
Low-flying fruit? Paimon will show you!
Low-flying fruit. Okay, I guess it's time for me to learn a new game. Tap the forward button to instruct Onikabuto to expend a small amount of stamina to move half a tile forward and get closer to its opponent. This move will not deal damage. Okay. Hold the forward button to instruct the Onikabuto to charge its enemy. When the charging process ends, the Onikabuto will expend greater amount of stamina to rush forward. When this rush hits an opponent, it can deal damage. The stamina consumed, the distance traveled, and the damage dealt will all change based on the amount of time spent charging. A fully charged rush will take the Onikabuto 2 tiles forward. If the Onikabuto reaches its opponent in the exact same position, upon finishing its rush and hits it, it can perform Piercing Strike to deal greater damage. You cannot trigger this special attack by tapping to advance, and overcharging will not allow you to trigger it either. The time spent charging decides your rush distance, and you can use charging progress to judge how far your Onikabuto will advance forward. Tap the back button to expend a certain amount of stamina. Instruct the Onikabuto to move one tile backward and dodge your opponent's attacks. If the distance or timing dodge incorrect, your Onikabuto may still take damage. If both the Onikabuto unleash their attacks at the same time, your Onikabuto will be knocked down without dealing damage to the opponent. Take note of the attack and timings, and should your plans change, cancel charging to avoid unnecessary stamina expenditures. This seems very fucking complicated and well thought out for a game that is basically meant to be a fucking gag. Where is this Electromunculus? Is it up here?
Speed of light. Good.
Oh, it is up there.
Incoming.
Come on. Got it. What was I doing? Alright. Onikabuto fighting. That's right. That's what we're doing.
Ugh, what a puny opponent. And what a garish Onikabuto. Pathetic. You can paint your Onikabuto any color you want. The only thing that counts in battle is their electro affinity, the source of their power. Being able to pick out a prize Onikabuto from the crowd is all that matters. That's what makes or breaks every Beetle fighter.
Wait, I didn't realize that beetles have an electro affinity. And if that's the case, why the fuck does Hazo use them as his upgrade ascension materials?
That's a strange theory. Even Paimon knows that performance in battle matters the most. Honing your beetle fighting skills is the most important thing.
That's exactly right, Mini Melon.
Mini Melon.
Nice sounding theory, but it ain't gonna help you if you don't know how to fight. Listen up, White Iron Lavender Melon. You need to watch your opponent's Onikabuto closely so you can dodge its attacks. Then in the opening right afterwards, you strike back! As long as the opponent's in range, Crimson Staff will hit him hard.
Got it. So when the opponent attacks, we get our Onikabuto to retreat. And when there's an opening, we move it forward and strike while they're still recovering.
Aether is also here and participating in this conversation.
Sounds simple enough. Paimon will give it a go. The Traveler heard the explanation too, so Paimon bets we're both ready for battle.
Are you seriously learning beetle fighting right before a match? You underestimate who you're up against. Enough talk. Put your Onikabuto on the table and show me what you've got.
This kid sounds so full of themselves. Alright, let's make a child cry. Oh, this is tutorial. Okay. Aim for an optimal distance. Come on, get closer. I dare yous. I dare yous. Yeah! Who's the beetle battler now?
Piece of cake! You don't mess with this White Iron Lavender Melon!
And she has fully embraced the title.
Amazing, Mini Melon!
Whoa! Whoa! Pretty talented, ain't ya? You sure showed them who's boss.
I want to say I feel impressed and proud of my achievements and accomplishments, but we're beating children.
You, my little friend, have earned yourself an egg roll later today. Ah, yeah.
So strong, Paimon.
Grandmaster Hanakato, I lost to a complete novice. I've let you down.
Don't worry. It seems that there are a force to be reckoned with. We should inform the other generals to prepare for battle. You defy my expectations once again, bona fide Beetle Battle King. I didn't expect you to find such formidable warriors so quickly. From today onward, I will send one of my generals here daily to face you. Be sure that you survive until the final battle. Otherwise, your declaration of war will become the laughingstock of the entire beetle fighting world.
Aw, wait just a minute. Leaving so soon? What are you, scared?
Oh, wait, there's a shrine that I can open behind us.
He's so annoying. Turning up here uninvited, talking to us in that smug tone, then taking off before we're done with him.
From what Grandmaster Hanakato said, seems like he's gonna send some of his minions to challenge us. Guess we'll have another battle before too long, huh?
That's right. Looks like we won't have time to make the almighty Arataki extraordinary and exhilarating extreme Beetle Brawl the grandest event ever organized by the Arataki gang.
Yeah, I'm never gonna remember that title, though.
Meh, works for me. An audience would have been sweet, but at the end of the day, we came here to battle. And battling is what we're gonna do. Look at you flying, sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon. Defeating your first powerful enemy, starting to make a name for yourself as a fighter, huh? Really gets me into the fighting spirit.
When do we learn the Super Paimon Cyclone?
Gets me thinking about myself back in the day when I first entered the Hanamizaka beetle battling scene. Yeah, taking on the pros for the first time.
I'm sure you had your fighting spirit, but you didn't exactly make a name for yourself back then, did you?
Oh, so did you also take down an expert when you first started, Bullchecker?
The boss got brutally beaten.
I think Boss is saying he was inspired by White Iron Lavender Melon's performance, because he himself was defeated back in the day.
Come on, that's all in the past now. Spilled milk, water under the bridge. It's up to the three of us now. Me, the bona fide Beetle Battle King, Paimon, the sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon, and Traveler, the Oni King's right hand. The three of us have to unite to take down Grandmaster Hanakato and all his minions. Before we face each opponent, we need to talk strategy. As long as we win more matches than we lose, Grandmaster Hanakato will have to face me personally.
Bullchecker seems to be taking this all pretty seriously. Still, that beetle fight was pretty fun, and we do get 2 months worth of free ramen if we help him win this. Let's go along with it and do our best.
Still haven't seen me in action.
That's what I'm talking about! Just follow my lead and give your all in battle. Grandmaster Hanakato's about to get more than he bargained for.
He did indeed, but I'm willing to bet money that this event is time-gated. So we're probably not going to finish it.
Come on, enough procrastinating.
Yeah. So we'll probably finish this at a later point. Complete the challenge on friendly spar difficulty.
Let's go.
All are welcome to watch this exciting beetle showdown on the island of the northwest of Aruomi. Come and witness the crowning moment of the bona fide Beetle Battle King, wiping the floor with the Grandmaster Hanakato. How do I do the challenge? Do I talk to you? Oh, Hanakato's hitman! Pain Grocer!
Arataki gang, I'm here to duel!
Prepare to be defeated, small child!
Oh, what now? Has Grandmaster Hanakato sent another kid to challenge me? Is he running out of people? Because this is some serious bottom-of-the-barrel material.
It's not you I'm after. Empty vessels make the most noise. This blonde guy, on the other hand, looks like a strong and able warrior. I take it that he's the real leader of the Arataki gang.
Oof, that's gotta hurt.
Now that's what Paimon calls a good judge of character. Go on, praise him some more.
Hey, what are you two talking about? Well, my compadre here is strong for sure, but he's just outside help. Make no mistake, there's only ever been one leader of the Arataki gang, and that is yours truly, Arataki Ito.
Should I be called the Oni King's temporary right hand? Can't you just let me be the leader for a few days? Come on, you've never heard of the concept of a ringer? Nobody in any universe requires the person in charge to be the strongest. It's whoever commands the most respect, or the most loyalty, or the most inspiration in their soldiers. Among other things.
Hey, nice idea! The Arataki gang may not be the strongest gang in the world, but being a leader would still be pretty cool. If it's cool with you, Paimon could be called Arataki for 3 days only Paimon. Or Paimon, temporary leader of the Arataki gang.
Darn, that's some harsh negotiation skills you've got there, Paimon.
Hey, don't let your opponent lead you astray. She's clearly just trying to sow discord. Yeah, okay. All part of a nefarious plot to turn us against each other.
How old is Ito again?
Just wait till I defeat her boss. She'll be begging to take back her words.
Don't flatter yourself. I don't care about the Arataki gang's internal affairs. I just want to battle strong opponents. Let's see just how good Blondie here is at beetle fighting.
Very powerful, very trained. You do not stand a chance, small child. Higher difficulty. Oh shit, she got the gold one.
Got this. This'll be a walk
Ow.
in the park for you.
Yeah, remember the tips that White Iron Lavender Melon and I shared with you previously. Time
Boom.
your moves right and catch her off guard.
Dream on. You'll never dodge my moves, 'cause I never miss.
Mallet the Smasher is the name of her bug. Boom! Come on. Ow. Come on. Come at me. You don't stand a chance. I even blocked that strike. It even blocked the strike that could smash a big rock. Unbelievable. The winner is decided. The duel is over. Fanatic Passion difficulty. So the rumors of your formidable strength and resilience are true. You really are tough. That was a good fight. Up for another round? Sure you want to spar with me again? You're so patient. Well, it's my honor then. Fanatic Passion. Considerable combat strength at medium and close ranges. Attacks consecutively. Medium movement speed. Boom! Come on! Not so tough now, are ya, Mallet the Smasher? My Onikabito has done its best. It's a shame that we're not strong enough. I am the greatest. Alright, we have thoroughly beaten children into submission. Which means we can now probably do the thing that I intended to do from the start and onset of today's stream. After I grab that treasure over there.
Are you sure it has...
This is how you don't drown. Oh, I don't have a key. Oh well. Alright. What was I doing? Alright. Missions. Story quests. I have keys. The warm rhythm of the streets. To the wise. Go to the Grand Bazaar. Actually, probably should put my team comp back to where it is. Don't want to be needlessly dying with underleveled characters. That could force me to pull. This is a gacha game. Last thing we want to be doing is pulling. I wish there was a waypoint in the Grand Bazaar. It's the most interesting part of Sumeru City to me. I guess the academia is also neat in its own way, though. Loading screen. Dot the game. Irminsul. Irminsul lays deep beneath the bowels of Tavot. Is that guy always there? There's the bazaar entrance into the tree. Oh, there's Nilou. We'll probably finish the Beetle thingy on another day where we could just speed through the whole thing. So probably 3 days from now, so we'll do it on Tuesday.
It's nice to see you again.
Which means we'll probably do the reaction to the 3.5 live stream before then.
Oh, hey there, Traveler in Paimon.
I have been putting off doing your mission for a while because I feel like you contribute almost nothing to the story because you were very underutilized.
Are you here for some shopping too?
She spends all her time here, Paimon.
That's right. Although there were a few hiccups here and there, the Sub-Zerus Festival turned out to be a grand success.
That was a long time ago, Nilou.
And so, the theater wants to host a celebration event. Do you two want to come? It'll be a really fun time.
A celebration
It's
event?
something like a tradition of ours. Whenever we wrap an important performance, we'll get together and unwind.
Man, imagine doing this after Nearbaha Day, where this should not be allowed.
Rehearsals are exhausting. If you keep your nose to the grindstone, you're going to wipe yourself out sooner or later. Mr. Zubair, our manager, always says that celebrations aren't just for fun, but that they should also be occasions for reflection and review.
Makes sense to me. Sounds like a very intelligent man.
But no one remembers that once the celebration starts. It's not like he can't also have some fun himself.
We've been to a lot of festivals during our adventures. Will your celebration also have lots of yummy food and drinks?
I'm also very excited to see when we're going to get an event, like a seasonal event for Sumeru, because we have like a Lantern Rite in Liyue, we have the whatever festivals that are going on in Inazuma right now. So when are we going to get a festival in Sumeru? Probably after the whole region is unlocked, because I'm assuming they're going to unlock another portion of the region with 3.5. Maybe.
Of course. We always do lots of eating, toasting, and gift exchanging. We try really hard to show our appreciation for everyone.
Or maybe we'll just do another Sub-Zero's festival every year on Nahida's birthday.
Ah, so we'll need to bring a present.
Don't tell me you were planning to freeload. Into a gift box you go, Paimon.
Hey, Paimon's gonna put you in a box first!
I'd like to see you try.
It's fine. No need to stress, Paimon. You can come, present or not. The gift exchange is just to make the celebration more entertaining.
What kind of gift exchange is it? Is it more of a Secret Santa type feel, or more of a white elephant?
You two being there would be the best gift of all. It'll also be a good time to introduce you to the rest of the theater.
Speaking of, since we last met her in her dream, more things have happened.
Is something up?
Did you run into any trouble after your dance?
You mean when I danced at the square right in front of the academia? Not a single person came after me. I left really easily. After that, no one came to the theater to scold me either. We actually gained many new customers, and they were all academia students.
Yeah, they were very jaw-dropped and, what's the term? Gobble-smacked? Something to do with eyes. I'm at a loss for words. But yeah, they were fucking all gaga. So that makes sense to me.
From what I can tell, in the past, if a student were to put off their studies to watch a show or dance, they'd be called foolish and irresponsible. But now, it seems like this attitude is changing. People are starting to believe that engaging with the arts can help them balance their moods, and through that, improve their research efficiency at work. Anyway, it seems like people have to personally experience something to gain a good understanding of it.
They should thank us for opening their eyes!
Hopefully they'll appreciate the arts more.
That'll probably take some time. They're still droning on and on about experimentation and proof. Will they really gain more appreciation for the arts if they continue to think of everything like that? Anyway, all that aside, are you thinking about coming to our event?
Paimon thinks it'll be a great time! What do you think, Traveler?
Sounds like fun.
Alright, then let's head to the theater. Wait, I completely forgot about this pile of stuff!
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what was the pile of stuff for?
Whoa! Did you buy all of this, Nilou?
Just one box. The rest were given to me. I really don't know how it came to this much.
Ever Miss Popular over here.
That's way too many freebies! Many vendors give out samples for free, but Paimon's never seen this much!
How were you hauling it around up till now?
All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, my hands would get more and more full until I can't hold everything anymore. This seems to happen every time.
Everyone's really nice to you.
I was planning on making a few trips to bring everything back before continuing on with my shopping, but I don't think I'll have the time.
So this isn't even all of it?
Yikes. Let me help you.
Are you sure?
Of course. Carrying stuff is a piece of cake for him, right, Traveler?
I have like desks, houses, and other Serena teapot shit in my pockets. This should be easy.
I'm so sorry to trouble you like this. I meant to invite you to our celebration, but now you're helping me instead.
This reminds me of one of the favorite running gags that me and my buddies had in our playthrough of Tales of Grace's F, which was, they would always point out that one of the characters in the party would manage the inventory, and we would always make a joke that you have 8 desks in your inventory. I don't think it's that organized.
Well, let's hurry up and grab the last few things, so we can get back to the theater.
Cut to black and says we help her carry her things back to the theater. Or not. Just cut and it's done. Look at the dog over there. Dog. Why can't I pet the animals?
Oh, well, if it isn't Nilou.
Greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still have any food that's ready to go?
Of course I do. I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event, so I reserved some food for you in advance.
How nice.
Although, it looks like you're gonna need 2 more portions.
Please allow me to introduce them. This is the Traveler, a very experienced adventurer.
So we have the Traveler and the Wanderer now. Do you think that they're going to ever introduce any other nameable characters in the future? Like maybe the Explorer? Or the Scout? Or, I don't know, the Sailor?
And this is Paimon, his super reliable guide and helper.
Ooh, maybe an adventurer from the Adventurers Guild. That actually wears the Adventurers Guild outfit in some manner.
No. Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right. Look, Traveler! She introduced Paimon correctly!
Truly a most rare occurrence. She just introduced you as you are, Paimon.
Don't underestimate Nilou. She always remembers every last little detail about everyone, even if it sounds completely trivial. She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she saved my precious spices from the jaws of a sumpter beast.
But aren't sumpter beasts, like, not hostile? I mean, I guess they fight you sometimes in the overworld.
Don't think anything of it. I just help out when I can because everyone else takes such good care of me. Anyway, sorry to get off topic. We're in a bit of a hurry. Mr. Jute, did you say you didn't reserve enough food?
I was joking. Anyone who runs a business knows to keep some extra stock. After all, orders get changed all the time.
We used to do that in America, but we don't do that anymore in America. We switched to only having enough to sell in a lot of stores, which is why we had that huge toilet paper shortage. Because stores didn't really hold a lot of extra stock anymore in the US. Which meant that as soon as demand spikes up for anything, we instantaneously run out. We're seeing the same thing happen right now with the One Piece card game, where they only stocked like a very limited amount of it, which led to a bunch of people scalping it immediately. So the stores are all out, but there's plenty of it on the market, but it's just all marked up.
Oh, that reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here. Have they ever tried any delicious tachin?
Sounds familiar.
Ooh, what a fantastic idea! Mr. Jute, did you bake a batch recently? Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like shape. Mr. Jute adds special spices into his.
There's a similar thing that we have from Palestine. I can't remember what it's called. Speaking of Palestine, or East Palestine, there's a big train wreck that's going on right now. So if you're not in America right now, that's a big deal right now. Over in East Palestine, Ohio, there was a big train crash that was Probably mostly the corporation's fault because they didn't want to update the brake system to the new electric brake system, which caused a derailment, which caused a bunch of toxic chemicals to spill, which caused a giant cloud of poison gas to infect the town, killing all the animals, pets, and fish. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, mixture of rice and meat baked into a cake. I can't remember what that's called in real life, but there is a dish that's pretty similar.
Its aroma is just so wonderfully delicious. If you ever see kids crowding all around Mr. Jute's place, you know he's baking up a storm.
But is it really just for the kids? Don't you often follow them in too?
I just can't help myself.
We're 2 peas in a pod. Who doesn't enjoy some good food?
Wait here. I'll bring some over.
Pipe and hot touching together.
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't eat it fast enough!
Typical Paimon.
No matter how many times I eat it, it's still so delicious.
I wouldn't have offered it as a treat if I wasn't confident in the taste.
I wonder when we're going to get a new outfit for Nilou, because she made this outfit for the Sub-Zero's festival, but this isn't what her normal outfit is. So it's kind of weird that we only get to see her in this outfit that she made for this special occasion, but that's her default outfit. I don't know why this nitpick is something that I keep nitpicking about, but it's just weird to me.
I baked a lot just now, and it's all packaged and ready for you to take back to the theater.
You made so much. Is it really okay to take them all?
It was nothing. Making 1 serving or 100 servings is all the same to me. If anything, I should be thanking you for helping me clear my inventory.
We should pay you at least.
Don't worry about it. What kind of person would I be if I made you pay for a treat? Make sure you got everything. Feel free to come back anytime.
What a nice guy, and everyone gives Nilou free stuff. Probably because she helps out everyone around here is my guess.
I'm starting to understand how you got so many things.
Yeah. Everyone has their own way with words, and it's really hard to say no. Let's go to the next store.
Nilou, good timing. I have the textiles you ordered. If you took any longer, the Sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
There's no Sumpter beasts in here.
You and your jokes. Sumpter beasts won't eat those kinds of things, Mr. Offsheen.
Jude said that some Sumpter beasts ate his spices. Were they yours?
Oh, yeah, really sorry about that. Nilou, if it weren't for you, I would have lost half of my profits that month.
Trying to pull anything out of a Sumpter beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war.
So they really do eat anything, huh?
They're like goat cows. At least they work after eating. The one thing Paimon has in common with Sumpter beasts.
What's that supposed to mean?
You eat anything. Except for the charcoal covered on the hot
Sumpter
cakes.
beasts sometimes eat not because they're hungry, but because they like gnawing on things. The textiles you ordered are highly durable and woven from the finest thread. So even if a Sumpter beast got snacky, it'd still have to chomp on it for a full day.
You've tested this before?
But of course! How else could I be so trustworthy? Well, that one time was an accident.
I had a feeling.
I wouldn't dare experiment with such a precious product.
True. It does sound like some good fabric.
I loves me a good durable rug.
Ho ho! Have I piqued your interest? If you want to buy some, now's a good time. Buy 2 bolts and get 20% off.
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you think, Traveler?
We could use some more rugs in the teapot.
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can't use that kind of tactic on her. Look, you've already sucked her in.
Tactic? So you mean everything he just said to Paimon was a lie?
No, it was a sales pitch, Paimon.
I wouldn't go that far. It's just that Mr. Offsheen is really good at spinning stories. A word from him,
and you'll find yourself buying things you don't actually need.
But we do need those rugs.
Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Vendors shouldn't manipulate tactics. No, it's fine. All's fair in love and purchasing. As long as you're not jacking up prices and exploiting the customers, I'm fine with you convincing them to buy things.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got was a talking to from Zubair, while I was nearly fed head first to the Sumpter beasts. My philosophy is that stories give value to merchandise. That's why my business started with such a boom.
Man, you should think about going into appraisal.
Our Nilou here is an extraordinarily good listener. Back then, she believed anything I said. After a while, I began to feel guilty selling things to her because of how happy she looked. Though she enjoyed the stories and I the Mora, I knew she didn't need to buy that much. Anyway, since then, I've come to realize two things. One, that stories should just be a means instead of an end. And two, that there's more to business than just selling goods.
See, he gets it.
We're all friends now. There's no need to dig up the past.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment aren't in the best condition. They're fine for general use, but my customers have high standards, and I don't have the time or resources to find new buyers right now. Nilou, why don't you take them?
Huh? No, I can't do that.
She's getting more free stuff again.
Just think of it as a favor for me, all right? The theater can use them for props and whatnot. It costs me Mora to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to them.
That is an aspect of retail that a lot of people don't realize. That it does cost money to store product. It takes up shelf space that could be used to sell stuff that does sell. And then you have to pay people to stock shelves. You got to pay people to take stuff off shelves, put it on shelves, arrange shelves, make sure everything's clean, tagged, dated, priced. Retail is a bitch. Running a business is a bitch. Economics is a bitch. The whole world is your oyster, and it is also a bitch. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about? Rugs? Probably rugs. Oh, retail. Yeah, we're talking about retail. Long story short, not everybody who works in retail is trying to rip you off. In fact, you might find rare individuals that are just there as a means to a paycheck and not much else. That being said, if they get a commission, though, don't trust anything they say.
Even so,
Hashtag not financial advice.
Market value.
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean that I'm just using stories to sell my goods again? Just take them. If you really feel that bad about it, give me some theater tickets later. Oh, yeah, you should also take some while you're at it. Adventurers are always in need of materials, right?
Yes, I need more rugs for the mansion in the teapot.
Wow, even we get a share of this?
You never know what you could use a throw rug for.
Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving me a headache. Thanks for the huge favor.
God, we're carrying 3 crates of stuff, several crates of food, and now several rugs.
There's still one more store.
He gave
Are
us a
you
crate
alright
of rugs.
holding on to that much stuff? Paimon, why don't you lend a hand? He must be tired. If Paimon were to refuse, would you then think less of Paimon than even a Sumpter beast?
Paimon is acknowledging that Paimon doesn't help enough.
In my opinion, Jutes is the best stall in the whole bazaar.
Alright, instruments.
About time, Nilou. Farhad here was snooping around your props.
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better idea of what your new show may be about.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the fun?
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
These two look familiar. I think I've seen them before. Ah, weren't they at the Sub-Zerus festival?
Yes.
Yeah,
And they're coming to today's celebration, too.
Oh, the more folks, the merrier. I was actually just talking to Farhad about also stopping by tonight.
Oh, yes, please do. I'm sure Miss Raykar and Miss Nadja would also love to have a chat with the two of you.
We even prepared a small gift. Let me show it to you. Ta-da! It's a flower wreath.
Aren't you a toy seller?
I really think we should wear some of these to give the event a more celebratory feel.
Wow, it's beautiful. Did you make it?
Farhad did most of the work. What a surprise, huh? He actually knows a lot about crafts.
They do look good. I'll give him that.
That is pretty surprising.
Hey, why can't I have a little side hobby? I worked really hard on that.
I know. I watched you make it. I wasn't making fun of you. All right. Why don't you also try some on? We've got some wreaths in your size.
Yes! Yes! If the Traveler can't get a new outfit in every arc, I would be happy to just get a hat. I promise, we will do the Genshin stream where we do a hat tier list. Eventually. We will eventually do the Genshin hat tier list.
They're so pretty! Is there one that Paimon can wear?
Probably not, Paimon. You're tiny.
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones. I wasn't expecting the theater to invite such a fascinating guest.
Every time we get a hat, Paimon gets nothing. It's funny every time.
Fascinating. Huh. That sounds kind of weird, but Paimon will let it slide.
You're pretty much a fairy. I think you should be used to this by now.
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. Let me help you carry some. I'm a porter by trade, so this is what I'm best at.
Porter, nice.
That'd be great! Please and thank you.
Weren't you going to help out?
But we have a pro now.
Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But let me make one thing clear first. Don't try to ask about what's in the new show. Otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair this time.
You're so obvious that even Nilou saw right through you.
Aha, he was gonna rifle through the stuff.
Shut it. Fine. It's not like I want to get on his bad side either. Including Hushang's things, though. We'll each need to carry a box if we want to move everything in one trip. Even my strength has its limits.
Paimon's helping no matter what.
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little extra. Although I may not appear super strong at first glance, I actually do a lot of strength training on the regular.
You are a sword fighter, and it's weird to me that you're a sword fighter. I mean, I guess stage combat is a thing, so maybe that makes sense, but
Strength and balance are both really important for a dancer.
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things.
We did it! We got Paimon to help!
The Traveler's right. Paimon shouldn't freeload.
Begrudging.
Paimon can't fly anymore.
Are you okay, Paimon?
Paimon's good to keep going. But Paimon now understands when people say there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that sure was a lot of stuff. Oh, looking forward to the event later.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Thank you, Sumpter Man.
Why are you calling her Sumpter Man? Thank you, Paimon.
Paimon's definitely going to eat it all back later.
I would have loved to have seen a little animation of Paimon hunched over on the ground, pushing like a tiny box.
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
There he goes, the porter.
See ya. Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us, or else that would have taken way longer.
Is everyone always this friendly?
Of course. Because everyone's working here together.
That's why I love this bazaar so much. Everyone's so nice here.
We're all like neighbors, so we're always helping each other out. It's easy to forget that everyone's running a business.
With this many freebies being thrown at you, you probably don't need to work.
I felt so guilty at first, like I always owed someone something. I was always thinking of ways to repay others. Later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Offsheen said. By taking the freebies, I was helping everyone out and saving them money. When you order the wrong item, or make too much of something, sometimes the best way to maximize the value of those goods is to give them away.
If only capitalists understood that.
That's why there's no need to stress over the freebies. All of us repay others by helping them when they need it.
It's called having a sense of community.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
This has become our norm, and no one keeps track of the back and forth anymore. So really, don't worry about it. Alright, I have to bring all this to Mr. Zubair and do a little bit of prep. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. It'd be nice if you could also get to know some other people at the theater.
You sure you don't need any help?
Nope. Mr. Zubair's really on top of everything. You two are our guests, so please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Wasn't Mr. Zubair the guy that's next to the teleport point in front of the academia?
Wow, the atmosphere here is so nice. Let's take a break and immerse ourselves in this warmth. Hello.
What?
It's Hypatia with brown hair.
Who are you? You can't just go on the stage as you please.
We're here with Nilou.
Ah, I see. Sorry for my overreaction. I'm just, making a prop. No time for chit-chat.
Is that embroidery?
No. Well, yes, but not really. It's a prop. It's just, some fabric. An ordinary piece of fabric that'll be used in a show. Sorry. I really do need to focus and start working on it.
Why are we bugging her then? Sorry to bother you. We won't disturb you then.
What an oddball. Is prop making something to be that jumpy about? Oh well, it's none of our business.
What about you?
Hey there!
Ah, a newcomer. Doesn't look too bright.
Hey! Talk about judging a book by its cover!
You, on the other hand, you're a special one.
Man, this guy's got to be an interesting character. Sees Paimon, first thing they say is, this one's not too bright.
How would you describe the concept of art?
Why are you asking that all of a sudden?
Mere curiosity is all. It makes no difference whether you answer or not.
It is a tangible manifestation of human sentiments. Aether, I can't believe you have that well of an understanding of art. It is an expression of our aesthetic ideals.
So that's what you think, Unremarkable. Better than an average person's thoughts, but nothing exceptional. Is art a product that we create and bring forth? Or is it a naturally existing resource? I, for one, believe it to be the latter.
Paimon doesn't follow.
I've been staying here for a long time. On occasion, I'd assist them in penning lines of dialogue, but most of my time I just stand back and watch.
Okay.
I prefer to abstain from writing as it spoils the viewing experience. The existence of the theater, of Nilou, and of humanity itself, all of these can be considered as forms of art. It is not some intangible construct beyond the horizon.
How does that have anything to do with us?
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the meaning of art?
I don't know. To serve as an answer to your questions. I don't know.
I suppose that question was a little too difficult for you. To chance upon a spark of inspiration, I have been closely observing you, the players on the stage, and those watching in the audience. Art is already all around us.
Art. is an explosion! Anywho. Prop engineer. Wait, if you're the prop engineer, what are you?
Hey there. I saw you two helping Nilou move some stuff. Are you two also here for the celebration event?
Yes.
You got it.
My name is Raykar. Nadia and I are this theater's prop engineers. I also help out with some other tasks like housekeeping.
Okay, so Nadia was a prop engineer.
The little ones causing a ruckus are my children, Sorin and Abi. I hope they aren't bothering you.
Not at all.
They always get really excited every time we hold a celebration event.
You're so
Yes,
lively.
they are. Everyone here takes great care of them. There's good work here, the pay's always on time, and Nilou and the others will often volunteer to play with the kids. I'm quite content with this current way of life.
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
Come on.
It's all right. It's all water under the bridge now. My husband and I were both adventurers, but he passed away from an accident.
Oh no.
Material struggles can always be overcome, but ever since then, I haven't been able to spend much of my energy on anything else. But I still consider myself lucky. Mr. Zubair has helped me a lot, and the atmosphere here is tolerant and kind.
Sorry for bringing up such sad memories.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Once the event starts, you'll be able to see for yourself the kind of atmosphere I was talking about.
Look! Nilou's back! Let's meet up with her. The event's probably about to start.
Oh, there's Mr. Zubair.
Sorry for the wait. Preparations for the celebration are finally done. I'll call everyone over, and then we can start.
Let us give you a hand.
Thank you.
Everyone gathers together and the event finally starts.
Maybe we really should have prepared a gift. Then we could also be a part of the exchange. As it is, all we can do is wait and watch.
Maybe we shouldn't do this after all.
Don't let Paimon get you down.
I didn't do that great of a job. And who would even like it? Oh, don't think like that. Remember our promise? We're going to give everyone a pleasant surprise. And besides, you've never attended a celebration event before, so this will be a great opportunity. Everyone will love you. I'm still not really sure about this. There's nothing to be worried about. Just take a step forward and give yourself a chance. There aren't any scary people here, right? Right. Huh. All right. Maybe this will help.
Uh-oh.
Everyone, over here! Inaya has something great to tell you all.
Uh-oh.
Wait. I've already said that I'm not ready yet. What should I say? Take it easy and relax. Deep breath, in and out. Once you've taken a long exhale, calmly tell everyone what you want to say.
I am itching to learn.
If you don't say anything, then all the hard work we put into embroidery practice would have gone to waste. Using it as a gift, though? It really isn't that good.
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop, she was actually preparing a present.
She's not very good at expressing herself. She looks really nervous.
Yeah, it feels like she still doesn't really see herself as part of this community. But it looks like Nilou's trying to ease her through.
Actually, Inaya had prepared a special present for everyone before the celebration kicked off.
Woohoo! We're gonna get our first present from Miss Inaya!
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the more nervous she'll become.
You're the loudest of them all, Zubair.
You've worked on it for so long, so have some confidence. Don't be afraid.
You've got this.
Is Mr. Zubair here?
Uh-oh.
Sheikh Zubair, this is an urgent notice from the Academia. This celebration, or whatever it is, must stop at once.
What a condescending guy. What's his deal?
Ugh. Is Azor's rules still in effect?
Since Zubair Theater has long violated the Academia's policies and orders, we have decided to demolish it.
Really? Why?
As its manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30 days, after which you will report to the Academia for further punishment.
Why? Why force us to do this all of a sudden?
Little girl, this is not the first time you've been issued a warning.
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked, and now I suddenly only have 30 days? We have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days. How am I supposed to explain this to my customers and staff?
That issue is of no concern to me, Mr. Zubair. You seem to understand the situation quite clearly. Perhaps you can reflect on the reasons why you have failed to prepare for the scenario in advance.
Cool. I can't prepare for if my boss decides to fire me tomorrow, because that's not how life works.
Demolition? Why do they want to demolish this place?
The Academia has never liked us, and they've never respected our work. To them, what we do is all a waste of time. This isn't the first time they've come by. They had asked us several times in the past to improve the quality of our performances by only putting on shows they consider to be sufficiently intellectual.
Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
But our audience isn't the Academia. It's the people of the Grand Bazaar. If our shows are too difficult to understand or too removed from everyday life, nobody would watch them anymore.
That is the value of art.
Changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would also directly lead to the loss of our livelihoods.
If the theater actually gets demolished, many people would become displaced.
Yeah, the theater is very important to each and every one of us.
The way they're doing things is so scummy.
I made a joke when we were doing the Subservice Festival plotline that this is just the plot of Footloose. We're going all in on it now, aren't we?
But I also don't know how we can stop them.
We could chain ourselves to a tree. That sometimes works.
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning. Time is of the essence, so you should act with haste instead of asking frivolous questions.
But none of us plan to accept this. Such an abrupt notice is contrary to established policy.
Ask whoever you will. The answer will remain the same. We have already given you sufficient notice.
Enough!
Oh no, she spoke up.
Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
Oh shit.
Huh? Father? Their family?
What's academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. You're just using the Academia's name to threaten us. Let me tell you, even if you manage to tear down this place, nothing is going to change. You've always been awful. But even I never thought my father would sink this low.
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do with where you are, what you do, or what you think. I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by folly. I will not waste more time on pointless arguments. Wrap everything up, and make preparations to shut down at once.
Man.
Why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but there's nothing we can do.
Sure there is.
That's it for today, everyone. Let's clean up. I'll go talk to them again tomorrow. The storms that come out of the blue are always the hardest to deal with.
You can say that again.
This just came out of nowhere. What'll happen next?
Beats me. Everyone else must also be at a loss.
Is this place gonna get torn down?
No! I don't want that to happen!
Oh, shh, don't cry. That man was just trying to scare us.
I sure hope so.
They get more and more unreasonable with each passing day. I have to think of something.
The carefree warmth of summer will always give way to the bleak futility of winter. Man is even more fickle than the seasons.
Sorry. My father is always like that.
Why couldn't he just have a good faith discussion with us? There's always room for compromise.
Hey, I know that VA.
Well, if there really was, then we wouldn't be in this predicament.
Sorry. I invited you thinking this was going to be a happy occasion. I didn't know that things would turn out like this.
I had a feeling that they might, but I was hoping they wouldn't because we don't have the fucking sages. Or at least not all of the same sages. I believe we only replaced, like, 4 of them.
There's no need to apologize, Nilou. No one could have seen this coming. Paimon just wishes she could have at least gotten to the food. Is what that guy said true? The Academia has already given you many warnings?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. They've always seen us as being meaningless. Knowledge is king in Sumeru, and their pursuit of it leaves no room for the arts. But if that's all it is, there's also no reason to go so far as to demolish the theater.
So it really has something to do with Anaya?
After Anaya ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubair Theater. She rarely talks about her family. All I know is that she didn't get along with them. I never expected it to blow up like this.
If you did nothing wrong, then there's no reason to listen to the Academia, right?
I can ask Nahida to lend a hand. Oh, so we are acknowledging that the Archon quest is over.
Nahida? You mean Lesser Lord Kusanali?
She'd probably help if she knew what was going on. No matter how nasty the Academia could get, surely they can't win against Lesser Lord Kusanali.
I mean, she is the Archon after all at this point.
No. I wasn't doubting her ability. I just feel like we shouldn't bother her with such a trivial problem. Plus, if the Dendro Archon were to intervene, then it wouldn't feel like our victory was earned.
I'll give you that much, but it does fall under her jurisdiction of affairs.
That's true. Who cares? Let's just take him in a fight.
That won't solve anything, though. We won't always be here.
That's true.
I'll try to think of something. We can't just let everyone suffer in a perpetual state of fear and uncertainty. What to do?
We can make an appeal.
Can you pretend to shut down, but secretly continue to hold your shows somewhere else?
Defeats the purpose, Paimon.
Or we could go through a list of customers and try to see if anyone in there might be willing to help out. That also doesn't sound like it'll work.
I think a scholar once told me that differences can be settled through a debate. Was that Al-Haytham? Did Al-Haytham say that? Might have been.
A debate? Huh. Well, scholars do love to use them to solve their problems, but how would that work in this case?
We just need to prove that the theater's existence has value.
Oh! If we can prove to Inaya's father that the Academia's position doesn't hold water, then they won't have a reason to demolish the theater!
Sweet! I haven't been in a debate club in years.
I see. Defeating him in a debate. It's a good idea, but which one of us could hope to win against a researcher?
Inaya. Zubair, maybe?
Huh? Me?
Nobody said you. In fact, I think I named 2 people specifically who weren't you.
No. I'm the literal worst at arguments.
I know, that's why I didn't say you. You have all the evidence, but you don't have the confidence.
I can't debate.
Debates aren't arguments. You debate to prove that you are right.
Nilou, you are only so stressed out right now because you care so much about protecting the theater.
This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. It's irreplaceable. But I just don't know. Can I really take on such a huge responsibility?
You'll be fine as long as you prepare. Or we could have Nilou possess her and do the debate for her. But, yeah, you'll be fine. I'll do my best to help.
Paimon will help too. You'll feel a lot more confident after doing some prep work. Believe in yourself.
Thanks, you two. Alright, I've decided. Even though I may fail, I'll do my very best for everyone's sake.
You know, I kind of miss when everybody had the Akash terminal on the ear, because it was just like a nice little extra something on the character models. But I love how Mr. Feet replaces them with AirPods, and now I kind of miss seeing people with AirPods in.
That's our Nilou. We're rooting for you.
Okay, let's head back and tell everyone what we came up with.
Alright, we're the warm rhythm of the streets. That was a long chapter. Gather everybody and get the situation set straight. Everyone gathers after hearing Nilou's thoughts.
Trying to best the Academia in a debate is attempting the impossible.
No, it's just improbable.
If you really want to try, I won't stop you. It's not like our situation can get any worse.
Then why not do it?
I don't think it's entirely hopeless. To Sharif, Nilou's approach will come off as naive, but that kind of frankness is exactly what they lack the most. Things might turn out differently from what you expect.
I am in favor of such a romantic feat. No playwright will turn down a compelling underdog story.
Sure, in fiction, but I'm not sure how well that will translate to reality. I'm not saying that I don't support you, Nilou. If you need my help, just say the word. Anything is better than just standing aside and watching the theater get demolished.
I'm also pitching in. Let's show the Academia that we have some fight in us.
Thank you, everyone. I feel a lot less nervous with your support.
Not to rain on your parade, but my father is a real hard guy to deal with. He's erudite, meticulous, demanding, and exceedingly familiar with rigorous logic. It'll be extremely difficult to beat him in a debate.
Don't worry, we got facts and logic on our side too.
You all already knew that. But you just didn't want to hurt Nilou's feelings. When all's said and done, aren't you hurting her just the same?
That's enough, Inaya!
Sorry, I've ruined the mood.
Wonder what Hypatia's doing.
I just can't force myself to expect a positive outcome. Nilou shouldn't have to push herself for the sake of an impossible goal.
Success comes from hard work.
Yeah, it's way too early to give up.
Yeah, got a month.
You're right, Inaya. We're up against the Academia. Everyone knows that they're very powerful. Being skeptical might actually be the more normal response. But I still want to try. I'm reluctant to just let Zubair Theater go. And it's not just me. I think everyone else here feels the same way. If we're unhappy, we should speak up and let our voices be heard. Say what's on your mind, and do what you think should be done. If we fail after that, then at least we won't have any regrets. I mean, after all, the only thing we can control right now is our choice at this very moment.
I understand what you're trying to say. I also have my own intense feelings of anger and regret.
I kind of want to just fast forward to the debate, because that sounds like the part that's going to be interesting to me.
Then, could I trouble you to tell your father about our plan for a debate? You can still get in touch with your family, right?
Yes, I can.
Then, please help us pass on my request. I've never participated in a debate, and truth be told, I'm still not really confident in myself. But since we've decided on a debate, I'll do my best to prepare for it. I'll gather everyone's thoughts and let them be known to all during the debate. I, by myself, definitely don't have enough wisdom to beat your father. But what about the entire theater combined? Then we should have a chance, right?
Right.
That's right, Miss Nilou.
Beat the bad guy. Justice will prevail.
These kids are too innocent.
Make him eat dirt.
I take it back.
You two. We aren't getting into a fight. But thank you for your encouraging words. I'll do my best.
Well said back there, Nilou.
I felt that I might have said a bit too much. Anyway, we better start preparing now. First,
when the day comes, I'll get my friends and the theater's customers to come and support Nilou. If anything goes wrong, I'll have them scream and shout and drown out whatever Sharif says.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
I can't do that? Fine, I'll think of something else.
All right, time to pull everyone's thoughts.
I didn't expect you all to challenge the Academia.
Why not?
That
nothing to
reminded me
lose.
of my younger years. Back then, I feared nothing and no one, and I was always charging into the most dangerous of places. I can't do things like that anymore, but those were some of the best times of my life.
sorry. If the theater really ends up getting demolished, then you, Soren, and Abi will all...
It's all right. There's no need to think such heavy thoughts. Even if the building gets demolished, its people will still all be here. Have faith in the resilience of an adventurer. We can always figure something out.
That we can.
But won't you have regrets if things just come to an abrupt end? It'd be like when you were forced to stop adventuring.
Ah, so that's what you were worrying about. Relax. I've had a lot of experience with regret. Things are painful at first, but as they say, time heals all wounds. Look at us now. Soren and Abi are happy. And Soren has also just passed his theater exam. He can start acting soon.
I didn't realize there was an exam for that, but cool.
He was thrilled because he can soon perform on the same stage as you. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for our past struggles. And would Soren have become a happier person? That's hard.
Are you trying to make us...
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. Being here at the theater has taught me an important lesson. The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it. I can choose to believe that my life ended with my husband's death. Or I can choose to believe that it was a blessing in disguise for Soren and Abi. Similarly, even if this theater disappears, a new beginning might just be around the corner.
don't know if that's...
Good and bad are all human-made concepts. It all depends on how we choose to see things.
You have a point.
Nilou, I know how important Zubair Theater is to you. But you don't have to be so nervous. We're all here with you. The theater won't go down so easily.
I sure hope so.
Thank you, Miss Raykar.
No need to thank me. If anything, you inspired me with your bravery. You might have what it takes to become an excellent adventurer.
She's already a first-rate adventurer. She has this in the bag.
You're too kind. All right, I gotta cheer up. I can't waste everyone's words of encouragement. I feel a lot better.
Cool, we still have more people to ask.
Good. My children and I will be cheering you on at the debate.
Paimon doesn't really want to talk to him.
He's probably going to be the biggest source of information, though.
So, you've already developed some prejudices against me. And to think, I was just about to put forward a suggestion.
Just had to open your mouth, Paimon.
Oh, Paimon will listen to that.
Although, I know not if you have a new answer to my previous question. Now seems like an appropriate time to revisit it.
Because we can now determine the value of art. Ah, he was testing us ahead of time.
What do you think is the meaning of art?
Oh, this again?
We probably do need to tackle this question if we want to prove the value of the arts. I don't know how to explain it, but all I know is that when my performance makes the audience happy, I also become very happy. Does that count as a meaning?
You answered him so seriously. Careful, Nilou. This guy's ramblings never make any sense.
No. Nilou's answer far surpasses yours, and it is close to my own. The meaning of art comes not from its creators, but from its audience.
Ah, that is a good definition.
In other words, only art that can be appreciated by others will impart its essence and value upon the minds of its audience. This is something that the academia can never understand.
You seem to have many stories of your own.
I once pursued the mastery of art, much like how a researcher would chase wisdom and knowledge. However, the more of a connoisseur I became, the less I felt I understood. I began to question what it truly meant for art to be understood at all. I found that I could comprehend even the most complex and sophisticated of works, and yet somehow that provided me with little solace. I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this theater and watched one of Nilou's performances.
It was that life-changing?
I can imagine.
Everyone here had a joyous part in the overall experience. The actors upon the stage basked in the love of their audience, while those in the house immersed themselves in the wondrous ambiance. In all honesty, from a purely critical point of view, the performances here are exceedingly average.
Hey, don't say something like that.
But what bewildered me was how, despite the performance's middling quality, they captivated their whole audience. They captivated even me.
Everyone's a critic.
I realized then that I had walked the wrong road. The mastery of art was never what I truly wanted. I left the so-called frontiers of artistic research and came to this theater, for this is where I can finally find what I seek. Art will no longer be a castle in the sky. Whether it be inspiring or entertaining, art must be appreciated by others to confer value. If art cannot accomplish that, then it is meaningless.
When you put it that way, Mr. Zubair and I refused to follow the Academia's orders to change our shows for a similar reason. To put it simply, We were afraid that our shows would lose their meaning if people couldn't understand them.
I once stood in the spotlight, but I relinquished fame and acclaim for the freedom I enjoy today.
I'm really interested in this guy's backstory now.
I care not for where my feet may take me next, but Nilou, you need to remember one thing. You already stand upon the finest stage there is, and that is a rare gift that should never be taken for granted. You cannot give it up, not even to the academia.
I understand. Thank you for your words of encouragement, Mr. Kasani.
Dust the cobwebs away from the eyes of those scholars.
He really seemed to care a lot about the theater.
He did.
Once you get to know him, you'll realize that he's actually a big softy at heart. He'll even help out with furniture repair and painting the stage.
Wow. Paimon didn't think he had that in him at all.
Me neither. I did not expect him as the carpentry type.
I've gained a whole new level of respect for you. Inaya was right. It's true that I couldn't bear to bring down Nilou. It wasn't out of pity or anything, though. I just felt like I didn't have the right to say anything. After all, Nilou was the one who bravely stepped up and proposed to fight back. I didn't have that kind of courage or initiative. I'd be a terrible person if I spoke badly of Nilou without doing anything to help. She knows better than any of us how difficult this path will be.
I bet the students of the academia are all for this.
No one is allowed to bully Miss Nilou.
Watch out, Mr. Bad Guy! Pow! Bam!
Mr. Zubair, we're trying to put together a list of arguments that might be useful. Any ideas?
It won't be difficult to explain our position. They're in the wrong, and they know it. I have meticulously managed this theater's affairs for years, and I have abided by every procedure and obtained every permit.
Except for the Sub-Zerus Festival.
I did all of that to protect ourselves if something like this were to occur. I didn't expect them to disregard the rules altogether.
This might have something to do with Anaya.
Yes, I know. But anyone who's staying at the theater is one of us. If I can't even protect the members of the theater from outside pressure, then I have failed in my duty as a manager. In summary, you need sufficient confidence and strict adherence to the rules. At least for now, they don't have the authority to demolish the theater. As long as you double down on that point and force them to concede it, you'll gain an advantage.
All right, got it.
I've seen many situations like this before. The academia sure likes to get its nose into everyone's business. While you prepare for the debate, I will also prepare the theater for the potential aftermath. It's best to prepare for the worst outcome. Once you're done chatting, do me a favor and tell our customers that we're canceling all of our shows.
Ooh, that must have hurt to say.
Do we really have to?
Right now, no one's in the right frame of mind to perform. I have to consider both our staff and our customers. This is the only way. Nilou, you are incredible. With your talent and youth, you had the least to lose out of all of us. And yet you were still the first to take a stand.
That's not impressive.
I've never thought about leaving your theater, Mr. Zubair. I truly love this place, and I want to keep dancing here. I also want to keep dancing with everyone else.
You're becoming more and more like her.
Who?
Do your best. We'll do all that we can, and leave the rest to fate.
Her?
My teacher. She was an excellent dancer, but she's retired now. If we have time later, I'd be happy to tell you more about her.
Who is she?
You're here. Is the theater actually closing?
He's been worried sick for a while now. He wouldn't stop talking the whole way back.
Hey, you two.
What exactly happened? Did someone come down from the academia?
Yes. He told us that we have to shut down the theater within 30 days, and that it's going to be demolished.
What the heck? That came with no warning.
They're messing with us again.
Don't tell me you'll have to listen to him.
Come on. You know the answer to that.
Yeah, it is a direct order from the academia.
They aren't the highest authority around here. I would love to get Nahida involved.
There's no need to worry, though. I'm preparing for a public debate with the academia. If I win, we might be able to overturn things and change their minds.
Really? That's terrific. You have my full support, no doubt about that.
The theater could even be used as a venue for future debates.
Mine too. So what was their excuse anyway? They still not a fan of the theater's programs?
Yeah, something like that.
Good thing they have the power to make rash decisions about things they don't even understand, huh?
Yeah, they need to touch more grass, not books.
Touch grass. Oh god, the localization team.
Exactly. They want to look down on us? We'll look down on them first.
Don't look so far up. You're looking so far up that you're looking so far down that you're looking up.
Don't worry. Everyone here has your back. The academia's recklessness won't get them any praise.
Right. They might think that some forms of knowledge are more valuable than others, but everyone can equally appreciate art. If they don't believe that, send them my way. I got them beat on this subject.
Maybe you can prepare some questions on the details of dance performance to make things harder for them at the debate.
Sounds like a good idea. Maybe that's something I should do.
Ignore him. He's joking. Just do things your way. No matter what, we will always support you.
Thank you all so much. Your understanding and support make me feel a lot better.
There are always more solutions than problems. If you need help during the debate, just shout and the entire Grand Bazaar will be at your beck and call.
Gotta show them who has the people's support.
I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place. Let's head back to the theater and organize our thoughts.
As things stand, there actually isn't much to worry about.
Everything will work itself out.
As things stand,
everything will work.
All right.
Abby, have you seen Miss Inaya?
No, Miss Nilou. Miss Inaya isn't back yet.
Well, we gotta figure out a way to get combat and let you practice playing as Nilou at some point in this story, right?
Wasn't she just passing on a message? Does she really need this much time?
Could she have started arguing with her father again? Very likely.
Oh no. Traveler, Paimon, I think I've messed up big time. What if Inaya never planned to come back?
What?
Calm down. Please explain. She might have agreed to come back in exchange. Oh, God.
It's just a gut feeling, but knowing her, she probably feels like she's completely responsible for what happened. She probably thinks that all of this happened because she was staying here.
Oh, right. As soon as her father showed up, she said that her father was targeting her. So she's felt like that this whole time.
She has a long-standing conflict with her father. That's why she ran away from home. She doesn't think that we can win the debate, and she doesn't want to implicate us, so she thought leaving was the best thing to do.
She still couldn't bring herself to support it.
And then she just quietly left afterward.
She's too harsh on herself.
Exactly. She's being too pessimistic. How will you know if you don't try?
Do or do not. There is always try.
Anyway, first things first. We have to get her back.
But where should we start? Sumeru is huge!
It is. They're probably about to add another, like, 2 more regions.
I think I might know. Let's start by looking outside the city. Before I brought her to Zubair Theater, she was staying at a remote campsite. She got a fever from drinking unclean water, so I carried her back. If she has nowhere else to go after leaving the theater, she might go back and strike out on her own again.
She carried her on her back.
Then let's go take a look.
Yes, let's hurry.
Alright, outside the city we go. Only 500 meters away? That's not that far. Actually, that is pretty far. Man, she's almost all the way in Gandharnaville. Gandharhaville.
There are signs that someone had stayed here very recently.
But we can't confirm if it was Inaya or not. Let's take a look around first.
Well, this is gonna be the combat section.
Did you hear that?
I heard a voice.
I heard it too. Let's investigate.
Yep, there we go. Reach and settle the emergency.
It sounds like we're getting closer. The voice is coming from over there.
Ah, here we
Yes, we're almost there. Stay back!
It's Inaya! She's being attacked by wild animals!
Inaya, don't be scared! We're coming to help!
go. Man, that lasts a long time.
This dance is for you! With all my strength! Yeah!
Propagate!
I feel like we've looked at her abilities once before, but might as well do it now. Dance of Sanser, Dance of Hakasvar. Enters the pirouette state, dealing 100 damage to nearby opponents based on Nilou's max HP. While she's in the pirouette state, Nilou's normal attacks and elemental skill will cause her to enter a sword dance of whirling step dances, respectively, causing damage she deals to be converted to Hydro. Cannot be overridden. In these dances, Nilou's third dance step will end in a pirouette that has the following effects based on the type of sword. Based on the type of said dance step. Sword Dance unleashes Luminous Illusion that deals Hydro damage to opponent's touch and grants Nilou the Lunar Prayer effect. This effect converts Nilou's normal attacks into Sword Dance techniques. And the final hit will unleash a Luminous Illusion. Whirling Steps. Nilou unleashes Whirling Water wheel that deals AoE Hydro damage and creates a Tranquility Aura that follows your active character around and applies wet to opponents in the AoE. Okay. Dance of Abzengi. Distant Dreams listing Spring. Begins a dance of faraway dreams and springs that here causing the Lotus Distant Waters to bloom, dealing AoE Hydro damage based on Nilou's max HP, applying the lingering Aeon effect to the opponent's hit. After an interval, opponents affected by the lingering Aeon will take Hydro damage. Horde of Dancing Petals. When all characters in the party are all Dendro or Hydro, and there are at least one Dendro character and one Hydro character, the completion of the third dance step in Nilou's Dance of the Hot Scar will grant all nearby characters the Golden Chalice bounty for 30 seconds. Characters under the effects of Golden Chalice's bounty will increase the elemental mastery of all nearby characters by 100 for 10 seconds. Oh, so that's why they say Nilou Bloom Team is a thing. So, if it's all Hydro and Dendro, she just basically gives everyone 100 EM. That's kind of nuts. Whenever they're hit by Dendro attacks. Also triggering the Bloom reaction will create Bountiful Cores instead of Dendro Cores. Bountiful Cores. Such cores will burst very quickly after being created, and they have much larger AoEs. Bountiful cores cannot trigger Hyper Bloom or Burgeon, and they share an upper numerical limit with Dendro cores. Bountiful core damage is considered to be damage dealt by Dendro cores produced by Bloom. Should the party not meet the conditions for this passive talent, but any existing Golden Chalice's bounty effects can be cancelled. This sounds like a character that I would actually want to own. Dreamy Dance of Aeons. Every 1,000 points of Nilou's max HP above 30,000 will cause the damage dealt by Bountiful Cores created by characters affected by Golden Chalice's bounty to increase by 9%. Maximum increase of Bountiful Core damage that can be achieved this way is 400%. White Jade Lotus. Perfectly cooking achieved food will adventure-related effects. 12% chance. Cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. A very interesting character.
Thank you. There weren't so many big animals in this area before. They chased after me for a long time. Sorry. I'm causing trouble for you again.
Why did you leave by yourself? You really don't think we have a chance at winning the debate?
No. I just thought it would take too much effort. Everything happened because of me. If I'm gone, then the situation will resolve itself.
But everyone's trying so hard.
Yeah! Everyone's working together towards a happier ending. No one should be singled out for blame.
It's all right if it's me. As long as the theater won't get demolished. You guys are the kindest people I've ever met. You shouldn't suffer so much because of me.
Listen to me, Inaya. Even if you were the reason that all of this happened, no one would blame you. Mr. Zubair said that you're one of us, so that means we will protect you. No matter what happens, we'll stand as one.
Nilou, there will always be a victim. Whether it's me or the theater. You can't eat your cake and have it too. You can't win a debate against the academia. Especially since your opponent will be my father.
Why are you so sure about that?
My father is an extremely demanding man. He's always wanted me to become an exceptional researcher and his academic successor. I tried my best to meet his expectations and did everything I could. But he still wasn't satisfied. Or rather, he had just never been satisfied with me. I'm no genius. But whenever he berated me, it was always as if he was asking me, why aren't you a genius?
I'm getting bad flashbacks to my childhood.
Yeah, like I'd know.
So that's why you ran away from home?
At first, I thought the father would slowly come to terms with reality.
If I should order pizza.
But he just wouldn't stop berating me. For one exam, I earned the 3rd highest score. I thought that all my hard work had finally paid off, and that I could finally make father feel some modicum of joy. I even used the embroidery skills I learned at school to make a commemorative gift for him. I thought, even this daughter can make her father happy sometimes. right?
I see. When we were embroidering your gift before, I didn't feel like you were new at it.
Yeah. Sorry for not bringing it up. These are not pleasant memories for me. I was tired of him yelling at me every day. All I wanted was to see him smile at me. But he was more angry than ever before once I'd given him my embroidery and told him my score. He flung my present to the side.
Oh,
You think you should be proud of third place? Reflect on why you weren't first.
Oh god, he's one of those parents.
I forgot how long I'd cried for. I only remember my parents arguing. My mother also thought he went overboard. They argued for such a long time. My father eventually stormed out and slammed the door behind him. I didn't get a single sentence of apology or any words of comfort.
Your family sucks.
I've completely given up. We're destined to never understand each other.
How horrible!
I don't think you can beat him in a debate. Because he doesn't even understand what kind of place a theater is. He can never understand the relationship performers have with their audience. His life is devoid of camaraderie or friendship.
And yet he still somehow managed to find love and a daughter. And fuck that up.
He just wants everything to happen according to his wishes. As if the world revolves around him. What we cherish, our little place in this world, means nothing to him.
It sounds like your past has had a huge impact on you.
I understand now, Inaya. But when we were preparing for the debate, I heard something quite wise. Maybe it'll help you.
Oh my god, we're doing this again. I was wondering if they would ever reuse this mechanic.
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Maybe.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out.
That doesn't matter.
Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior. Miss Raykar has gone through a lot in her life, but she told us that she's very happy to live at the theater now. Although she ran into misfortune, it led her down a new path in life. She sees that as a blessing.
Also, why were we controlling Tila's thoughts for that?
She told me that the most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Interpret it?
I can sympathize with your unhappiness at home, but after you ran away, you ended up at the theater and became one of us.
One of us. One of us.
Those unhappy experiences allowed you to really cherish your bonds with everyone, and also gave you the opportunity to become friends with us. Don't let your past suffering keep you from the new life that you've worked so hard to find.
Oh.
Let the past stay in the past.
You don't have to be so hard on yourself anymore. This is your new beginning.
When I ran away from home, I swore that I would leave my family conflicts behind. But you're right. All I'm doing now is falling right back into it.
Maybe you'll disappoint him, but that doesn't matter. You have a new future waiting for you. Don't let go of the answer you've worked so hard to find.
That's right. If we put our heads together, there's bound to be a way.
You're right. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm not trying to meet his expectations. So why should I give up because of him?
There we go.
I can't
Progress.
afford to lose anything more. We have to win.
Great. Now let's just win a debate and end this.
The debate will not only protect Zubair Theater, but also allow me to settle things with Father.
That's right.
That's the spirit.
Let's go. I'll tell my father about the debate. I know him very well. Even if he looks down on us, I know how to make him accept.
All right, let's go.
I'm gonna grab these apples first, though. Also, that reminds me, I need to get some Jayun chilies for Yayo. To the academia! I hate the map. Because it always freezes. Got it. Show's over.
Well, I'm off to meet with him. Please wait here for me.
Okay. Looking forward to your good news.
I'm just looking forward to any news.
That should be everything. The only thing left to do now is to wait until the debate. I'm not sure why, but I'm getting nervous again.
Don't be. We're in the right.
You were great, Nilou. Your words won over Inaya. Talk like that during the debate, and you'll get an easy win.
I sure hope so.
Thanks for that, Paimon.
Should I order pizza today?
But I still feel like it'll be an uphill battle. I need to be calmer, cooler, and more collected.
We haven't broken any rules. Lots of people are rooting for us.
Yeah. I'm acting as everyone's representative, so I'll need to act brave, even if I won't feel like it.
There's still one problem left unsolved.
Huh? What's left?
The theater's existence. Is it only for art and performance?
Huh? What a strange question.
Yeah, Ether, why are you asking that?
Isn't a theater just a theater? Why would it need to be anything else?
Wait. You're not asking what the theater does, but what it is. Let me think. How can I put this?
Oh my god, we gotta do this again.
Inaya really wants to win. She doesn't want to lose anything else because of her painful past. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior. Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out. Mr. Zubair has...
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret.
Ah, got it. When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the theater, but of the people whose lives have been touched by it. Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways. In other words, it's like a bond.
A bond?
Friendship. Nakama.
The theater provides money for Miss Raykar and her children, inspiration for Mr. Kasani, and enjoyment for the people of the Great Bazaar. It also gives Inaya shelter from her family. It has brought us together after taking care of every single one of us. And its story won't end here. In the future, many more people will come to the theater and receive its blessing. And we'll all be there for them. Our warm, welcoming community will show them the same kindness we were shown in the past.
Yeah.
Aside from the delivery of performances, isn't this another reason for Zubair Theater's continued existence?
It brings money into the community.
Yeah, that makes sense. We definitely felt that warmth during the preparations for the event. But Paimon doesn't see how this will help in the debate.
Naya said that her father doesn't care for interpersonal relationships. This may be his weak point.
Oh, gotcha! No matter how strong an opponent is, they'll have to go on the defensive if pressed on a weak point.
I feel like that's another prong in our attack. Thank you so much.
Paimon also feels a lot more relieved. Let's show him what we got!
Sorry for the wait. I'm back. Things went a lot more smoothly than I expected. It didn't take long for him to accept the debate. It is set for 2 days from now.
2 days?
Why are you all smiling so much? Did something good happen?
We're pretty confident we'll win now.
We realized that your dad might not be as scary as we had thought.
We just finished our prep. Rest easy. It will all turn out well. We have to win. No, we will win, Inaya.
Fingers crossed.
Show canceled. The reason we are gathered here.
Everything is ready. The only thing left is to wait until the day after tomorrow.
I hope I'll actually be able to get some sleep over the next 2 nights.
Alright. Oh, we got mail. Woot woot. Okay. This is going to be dragging on, so we're definitely not going to be doing anything else after this. Because I'm going to need to decide on whether or not I should be getting dinner. I like ordering pizza every so often, usually on Thursdays or Thursdays or Sundays, because it usually lasts the next couple days, and it gives me meals that I can plan ahead for. Oh. It's at a very specific time. So we missed the debate. Whoopsie.
In the blink of an eye, it's already debate time! We did a lot of preparations with Nilou. Hopefully they were helpful.
We'll be fine.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I am Safwan, a scholar from the Academia, and I will serve as this debate's adjudicator. I swear to judge both parties with the utmost wisdom and impartiality. I will neither interfere with the proceedings nor demonstrate bias.
I call BS on that, but sure. I respect that you're going to try to do that, if that is indeed honest.
I ask for both parties to stand. May the Dendro Archon also serve as a witness to this duel of wits.
Miss Kusanali, you watching?
Since you so desperately demand an explanation, I will expound on the Academia's stance. You may have misunderstood us from the outset and believe that the Academia is prejudiced against you. However, the truth is that the Academia wishes for every resident of Sumeru to be afforded opportunities to grow and cultivate their wisdom. Therefore, the works they consume should also possess enlightening qualities and intellectual value. We have failed to identify these qualities in the shows performed at Zubair Theater.
So, only because it's lacking intellectual value.
In other words, instead of struggling against the Academia in pointless confrontations, If you had spent your time reflecting on improving the quality of your shows and enlightening your audience, Zubair Theater would not be today facing such a tragic fate.
Aggressive from the get-go. He's really putting on the pressure.
This is the part that I was excited for. An actual debate.
Can Nilou stand her ground?
Calm down, Nilou. First, carefully analyze what he said. He said that we were shut down not because the academia looks down on the arts, but rather because our shows aren't up to their standards. However,
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managed. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior. Hinaya really wants to win. The theater carries everyone's feelings.
The most important thing about an experience is
Art must first be appreciated.
Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior.
Yeah, let's present that one.
In your eyes, our shows can't meet the academia's expectations. Shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone from the academia judging that? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightening performance. Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals to all. Everyone has the right to appreciate art.
Appreciation is but a primitive form of satisfaction. Guidance and enlightenment are necessary if we are to induce growth in the performers as well as the audience.
There's a lot of training involved in becoming an artist, though.
This stance holds performers to a higher standard and encourages the development of the arts. If all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, and lack any impetus for the betterment of society, then the people will not be able to develop a greater level of artistic understanding. Nurturing the populace's understanding requires a long and arduous process, and guiding this process is the academia's true goal.
I also like that he is willing to settle this with a debate, whereas the Grand Sage Azar was not willing to do so over the Sub-Zerus Festival.
He changed the topic without batting an eye. Good thing I'm prepared. If I remember correctly...
the most important thing about an experience is how...
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
I think it's Raykar's or Kasani's opinion.
Someone at our theater has tried that before. He was a famed artist, but he recognized that very few people could connect with his works. I agree that art should be enlightening, but we can't pursue that goal by creating complicated works. If a work can't tap into an audience's personal experiences or feelings, then its contents may as well be a castle in the sky. What's the point of performing a show that its audience can't even follow? That would only be forcing people to watch something they don't like.
That's what propaganda is for.
You can only reach that conclusion from a place of ignorance.
Ooh, he has no comeback.
In that case, before passing judgment, you should first become a better dancer than me.
You tell them, Nilou.
Looks like he's backed himself into a corner.
He has.
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide sufficient support for his judgment of the quality of Zubair Theater's programs.
Wow! Impartiality and unbiased indeed!
Likewise, the definition that Nilou put forth is but her personal opinion. Neither party is the victor for this particular point of contention. Additionally, I must request that both parties exercise greater control on their emotions.
Damn, this is a good moderator. Why can't we have moderators like this on BreadTube?
Keep it up, Nilou! You're doing great!
In that case, I shall speak of more concrete matters. The essence of this issue is that you have violated the law, so you must now pay the price for your transgression. This course of action is also completely procedurally sound. We have already contacted Zubair Theater multiple times regarding the theater's repertoire. However, you have consciously ignored our warnings, or perhaps your compliance was purely superficial. Regardless, that failure has indirectly led to the present day's proceedings.
That is indeed so, according to the laws decreed by the Academia.
He started talking about procedural stuff, so I need to focus on... Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out.
There we go.
Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to our operations. Everything is perfectly filled out and valid. Although the theater's performances don't align with the Academia's requests, the law doesn't say that Zubair Theater can be demolished only because of that reason. Demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the public. Otherwise, the theater can continue to operate as long as its license is valid.
Well, that is information that we did not gain, but I'm glad that she knows it, because that is very crucial.
Failing to follow these rules makes your stance procedurally unsound.
Yeah! Yeah!
Dang! You tell him!
That's right!
There are different ways to apply the rules. There is precedent for this. So long as this matter is discussed within the Academia, this course of action will come to pass.
So the public gets no say? If the Academy wishes to change the rules?
Looking at the past 27 cases of similar nature, 90% of them support Sharif's claim and position.
Wow, so the law doesn't fucking matter. Great.
However, the demolition process in those cases was only started after discussion at the Academia. In other words, premature notice of demolition is indeed a rash act.
Ah.
That's more than enough. We've proven that the order is unreasonable as it currently stands.
Cease your futile resistance.
Nilou's definitely won this point, right?
Still can't let down her guard. He'll bite back.
You're right. Stay focused, Nilou.
Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact that your performances violated the Academia's policies on numerous occasions. Based on that fact, we can permanently revoke your right to perform in Sumeru.
Yikes. I was wondering if he was going to bring that up, and I'm glad he did. Also, I like that we're playing this entire fucking scenario from Nilou's point of view, because she's so unimportant to the story that unless we're playing as her, there's no reason for her to even exist in the game, it seems. All she really does is play a role in Dunyarzad's storyline, and then outside of that, it feels like she's shoehorned in. She's a great character, and I like her personality and all that, but she really serves no narrative purpose. So, basically, by playing as her in this story, we're basically just getting to jump into the life of an everyday citizen of Sumeru. Okay, maybe not an everyday citizen. She has a vision, she can fight, and she can dance, but you get my point.
Under the current system, it is indeed possible to immediately revoke Zubair Theater's performing rights.
That's a thing?
I figured. That's his backup plan.
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience and their patronage as your source of income. Without them, Zubair Theater is nothing more than an empty building. And without its performances, the theater has nothing else of value.
What you said isn't true at all.
Keep it cool, Nilou.
Don't get riled up. He's intentionally provoking you.
Right. I need to keep calm, but just a little more. Zubair Theater isn't just a performance venue to us. The theater carries everyone's feelings and serves as the bond that connects us all. Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue to us. It means more than that. It's been our home for a long time.
This isn't a point that wins a debate, but it's definitely the point the game wants me to present.
Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore, but she has found a stable career and a new life at the theater. Her Our son, Soren, has already passed his theater exam, and he'll soon be our newest member. Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. He decided to stay at the theater to watch us grow. Mr. Farhad and Mr. Hushang visit even when there isn't a show going on, and they always tell us lots of entertaining stories. Even Inaya wants to stay with us, and she's starting to look forward to a new future. Zubair Theater exists for them, for every single one of us.
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions and experiences. However, you have misconstrued something, young miss. The interpersonal relationships you speak of were established upon normal theater operations. Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his livelihood. His employees work for their wages, and the audience comes to enjoy performances. Relationships are merely a byproduct in this exchange of interests. They may be pleasant and captivating, but they can only ever be secondary. When scholars collaborate to solve difficult problems, we freely share our knowledge and resources with one another as if we were all kin.
So cold and unfeeling.
However, this collaboration ends after the results of our work are published. The reason is simple. We are scholars, and there are new projects that await our attention.
He really doesn't think much of relationships. Paimon also thinks he did a lot of prep. He's been solid as a rock.
Yes, he did.
Sharif's argument is currently the more persuasive of the two for this point of contention. The continuance of the interpersonal relationships Nilou spoke of remains hypothetical before the theater's demolition, whereas the situation that Sharif described has been well documented at the Academia. The Academia has made significant academic contributions, in no small part due to its researchers' efficiency and ability to compartmentalize.
Oh no, what should we do?
Patience,
Going
Paimon.
in the opposite direction.
Nilou might be setting him up.
A setup? So Nilou's got him?
Good. He said what he said. The next argument could decide this debate. But is this really the best thing to do? It might be too cruel to Inaya.
Inaya's will.
Inaya really wants to win. She doesn't want to lose anything else because of her painful past. She already agreed to this. She wants to win, no matter what. Me too.
Alright, what's the point?
Mr. Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Once that goal is achieved or abandoned, those relationships would have no more reason to continue. Then, if someone has failed to live up to his expectations...
If someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home, then she shouldn't be your daughter anymore. Right?
Inaya...
Sorry, Nilou. As expected, I should be the one to say it. You don't need to shoulder this responsibility for me.
How much more powerful would it have been if Inaya was the one giving this debate?
If in your eyes, the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, then that goal has ended in complete failure. By your logic, that means there is no more reason to sustain our relationship as father and daughter.
Goals do not need to be the end.
Members of the audience who do not belong to either debate party, please speak with caution.
Let her speak. What she does not say, Nilou will.
No matter how many disagreements we've had, the truth is that you are still my father.
Man, he's actually gonna let her talk.
You're so immersed in your own world, you can't understand why we come together for the sake of relationships.
It's just an empty Ziploc bag on my desk that used to have M&Ms in it. I will go in the other room and fill it with M&Ms after this stream.
Yeah, don't look down on us.
You can watch a dance anywhere, but there's only one Zubair Theater.
I'm almost starting to feel sorry for this guy, what with the idiotic things he said.
Order! Order! Members of the audience, do not interrupt debate proceedings.
This guy is such a good mediator.
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the debate. But before that, Father, I have some final words to say.
That's a big gamble if he just disowns you on the spot.
I've been doing some soul searching. Not about whether I should have run away from home, but whether there was any point to my personal rebellion against you. I kept trying to earn your approval, but I only disappointed you over and over. The truth, that is to say, I was exerting pressure on you and hoping you'd give up on your lofty expectations. But by doing that, wasn't I just doing the same thing as you? I won't force my expectations upon you anymore. At Zubair Theater, I have found the life I've always wanted. I will move on from my family troubles and strive towards my new goal.
After a goal is a new goal.
Dare to harm this place, then I will stand with my friends here and fight against you.
This is not the time to space out, Sharif. The debate is still underway.
You already consider them to be your friends.
You should be asking us that question.
Of course we are!
Audience, peanut gallery, pipe down.
Miss Inaya is a really good friend.
It was a bit of a process, but we won her over.
Make no mistake. All those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us. We will always be with her.
Such puerile simplicity. However,
I will concede
it is surprisingly a relief.
I will concede this point. Say it. Say those words. You're just gonna walk off?
Wait, what are you... never mind.
There he goes.
They left?
Does that mean we've won?
Pretty much.
We won?
It doesn't usually mean you won a debate, but I'll take that as a concession.
Nilou, you're amazing!
Hey, and also he didn't disown you. That's a double win, which means that family relationship is irreparable. Fantastic job.
I relaxed for a moment and I feel a little faint. It looks like he still has a place for her in his heart.
Yay!
Terrific work, Nilou and Anaya. They likely won't cause any more trouble for us.
Didn't know you could get so fierce. I have a lot of newfound respect for you two.
This really took a lot out of me, though. I don't ever want to do this again.
Both Miss Nilou and Miss Inaya were so cool!
Should we throw a second round of celebrations?
Curtain finally falls on the date amidst a cacophony of cheers. Talk to Nilou.
During the debate, you said that you found a new wish. What was it?
I actually want to learn how to dance from Nilou.
That's a great wish. But with your shyness, are you really going to be okay going up on stage?
I'll try my best.
Good luck.
Nilou wasn't born an expert either.
You can't prove that. Does anyone else have a comment? Anybody? Nope, just Nilou.
Oh, it's you.
Feeling any calmer?
I feel a lot better. The more I don't think I could repeat what I did a second time.
Well, some of our preparations paid off.
Yes, and it's all thanks to you.
Now that I've heard everyone else's stories, I want to hear yours.
I see. You mean how fate brought me to the theater, right? Then I'll have to tell you about my teacher who Mr. Zubair had mentioned. Mr. Zubair opened his theater when I was still a child. There was a beautiful dancer, and from the moment I saw her, I couldn't look away. I thought to myself, the gods must have blessed her with such talent. But later on, she would actually smile down at me and say, just the opposite, in fact.
The opposite?
Yeah. She said, dance is an art born from toil. It isn't a gift from the gods, but a creation by our own hands. It is a beautiful thing born from our life experiences. Whenever there is joy or something to be celebrated, people will dance. In other words, any place where people can effortlessly begin a dance will for sure be filled with the blessings of everyone's happiness. She wasn't looking for flowers and applause. All she wanted was to see her audience smile.
So that's it? That's what art means to people.
Right. The same as what Mr. Kasani believes. I was completely moved by what she had said, so I started taking dance lessons from her. And later on, I began to dance here in her stead. Before she retired, she told me, for as long as you live, never forget what dance means to others.
I wonder where she is now.
This is why Mr. Zubair and I never intended to listen to the Academia. Even though it ended up causing everyone a whole lot of trouble, thankfully, everything worked out in the end.
Looks like you won't have to worry anymore.
Although, I do have a small regret.
Anaya?
Yeah. Even though she has already decided to stop fighting with her father, they never managed to have a real conversation with each other. Before he left, Mr. Sharif looked like he had a lot on his mind.
He did.
He probably has a lot of things he wants to say, but will now perhaps never get a chance to.
That really is a shame.
Yeah, but I still hope that things can change. It never hurts to have hope.
Yep.
You and Paimon are more than welcome to keep attending our shows. Who knows? Next time, you might see Inaya on the stage.
Maybe. I look forward to the next Sub-Zero.
Let's be sure to come back often. Who knows? Maybe things will have worked out for her.
Wait until 2 days later.
You two are welcome here anytime. Seeing you safe and sound in between adventures will keep me from worrying too much about you. I think I already see you two as people of the Grand Bazaar. Yep, without a doubt.
Another 2 day later nonsense. Well, this was definitely a very wordy mission indeed. 20 to 22. I keep pressing the wrong button. There we go. Damn it, I did it again. Anywho. This mission does feel a little bit tacked on. It kind of feels very removed. And again, we pretty much could have easily bypassed a lot of this by just appealing to a higher authority. Like, I'm actually curious what someone like what Al-Haytham is, Mr. Temporary Grand Sage, would have to say about this. Because we probably could have made appeals in a lot of other ways. We could have appealed to the Academy students, we could have appealed to other members within the Academia. And again, if you don't want to do Nihita, that's fine, I guess. But there was other things we could have done. Go to the theater to see Anaya. Oh, shit. It's dancing time!
Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to our newest member, Hinaya.
Put this on
Hello,
auto.
everyone.
She'll be dancing for us from now on. So please, give her your support.
We never got to see what the prop that she made was. The gift she made for everyone.
Taking her place on the stage. Oh, Paimon wonders how she'll look when she starts dancing.
Fumble.
When you stop and think about it, happy endings like this sure aren't easy to come by.
A lot of things came together to make it happen.
Nilou's efforts, everyone's wisdom, Inaya's determination.
Sheriff's and Sharif's mercy.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
I think he intentionally gave us a chance. He didn't have to agree to the debate. That's a good point.
You do have a point there. The
Aether.
whole demolition thing was going overboard, but he really could have banned Nilou and the others from dancing. If he really wanted to be ruthless, he could have done some real damage, even without winning the debate. Oh well, it's not like we can understand how people like him think. Let's focus on watching the performance.
Agreed.
Huh? Wait, look who the cat dragged in! Isn't that Inaya's father?
Yes. Let's go greet him.
Oh, it's you two.
You barely know us.
I don't have much to do today, so I just came to look around this place.
Are you looking for Inaya?
No, I am simply here to watch a performance. There is no need to trouble her.
Shouldn't you be busy?
Well, I was for a time. My loss at the debate caused quite the loss of face for the academia, so there was a period of unrest. I used this opportunity to suggest that my superiors temporarily suspend me from duty. Otherwise, the rumors would probably persist for even longer.
Suspended from duty?
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed. However, I now have an abundance of time, so I can afford to come here and watch a show. I admit that I do not understand the magic that this theater possesses, but my curiosity has been piqued. I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. Inaya would almost certainly mature in the presence of such a person.
You still concerned about your daughter?
There are no parents who do not worry about their children. I suppose she managed to hit a weak spot of mine. Never mind. I do not have the right to say that.
You're already here, so you might as well go see her.
Your relationship can be
No,
mended.
that is not necessary. I will take my leave after the show concludes. Do not tell her that I was here.
Okay. Fine. Just once. You get one from me.
Come on. Who knows if you'll get a chance like
Cutscene!
this again. But... Huh?
She did notice us.
You said you were going to make peace with your past. Show your father how much you've grown. Don't be nervous. Everyone at Zubair Theater has your back. Hey, let's go somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You're sure they'll be okay?
You're a third
I
wheel.
don't know, but I think we should have faith in them.
Ah, yes, Inaya. I have something for you. I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours, if you'll take it.
Huh?
He made something.
You don't have to take it. It's fine. Never mind.
heart to heart. Father.
Like father, like daughter. They're both so awkward with their feelings.
Yeah, hereditary, raising, nature, nurture, environment, all that.
Yeah. She probably would have snuck away as well if I didn't drag her back.
I don't think she would have noticed if you
Do
didn't.
you think they'll be able to reconcile?
I hope so.
I'm not sure. A complete reconciliation may also not be the best thing for them right now. All those years of arguments and misunderstandings can't be settled overnight. It might be best if they continue to keep some distance for now. But no matter where their hearts and bodies may be, they will always be family. All I wish for them is to be able to one day tap into the warmth of that bond. Oh, by the way, everyone's really thankful to you for helping out with the debate.
We did fucking nothing.
So, we made you a little something. Hope you'll like it.
Oh my god, it's a theater for the fucking teapot. Oh, of course.
Isn't this Zubair Theater? Whoa, this is amazing. It's so detailed and polished.
We've also never made anything this complicated before. Mr. Zubair and Mr. Kasani took charge of the design, while Inaya and I made all the little pieces with the help of others. Miss Reikar and Miss Nadja made and assembled the centerpiece. As adventurers, you two will doubtlessly travel to many more lands and see many more things. That's why we hope that your time at Zubair Theater will become a fond memory of your journey. You two are welcome back anytime.
We'll come back and watch you dance whenever we get the chance.
Thank you for all being so considerate. According to the custom, I should drop the formalities and just accept it, right?
You're welcome. And there's no need to be so polite. You learned fast. Come on, take it. This is the story of you and me. It's a tale that I'll never, ever forget.
To the wise. Let's see, do the kids have any comments? Oh, we can. There's no dialogue for it, but we can ask him about Anaya. Nilou is teaching her to dance as we speak. However, I must say that hasn't been quite easy. Dance is something that is best learned from young, I fear. Still, Anaya works hard beyond the tasks that Nilou sets her. She trains independently as well. I dare say with her current progress, she may be good enough to take the stage, but in a few years. I daren't imagine, however, how many times longer that period would have been without the tutelage of someone as gifted and patient as Nilou. Alright, we'll continue this epilogue, but we'll continue it in a much more appropriate location.
In my opinion, shoot.
To the teapot! Boy, these loading screens are getting longer. Slimes, the lowly life forms of non-minimal intelligence, made from condensed elemental energy. But ignore them for too long and they might become a bigger problem. I think I've read a total of like maybe 3 of these things that are in the bottom of these loading screens across all of my hours of gameplay. Alright, let's get ready to rearrange some stuff. I don't really know what I want, so I'm just going to... make random shit. Realm Depot. I should buy some seeds while I'm here. I need glaze lilies. I need windwheel asters. Violet grass. I own 20. I guess I can't hold more than 20. Jillian chilies I need. Snapdragons.
If you ever have it.
Alright. Oh wow. Speaking of Valaberries. I hope Ito did not get ripped off on how much he paid for those Valaberries. Ah. All right. Now we can go back to this. Where's the thingy we got? Is it in here? It's a mini Subarith theater, so maybe it's on the inside one? I guess not. Well, anyway, that's all she wrote then, I guess. Because I guess I don't have anything left to do. We'll probably resume Nahida's next time we do a stream of Genshin Impact. And maybe, since it'll be a few days in the future, 3 days from now we'll finish off the Beetle quest, so... some Beetle battles and Nahida's quest. I bet Nahida would love to do a Beetle battle. I should ask her about it. Anywho, I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Thank everybody who stopped by, and I guess we'll see you all then. Till then, I guess I should probably get ready for a Chrono Trigger stream at some point. And I still haven't decided if I want to order pizza. Food for thought. Thought for food. This is going on long enough. Bye-bye.